So, Sanjeev, it's great to see you again. I always enjoy talking to you. And this little short bit, I wanted to run a couple of questions by you because we are both going to be at the upcoming Data Summit in Boston, May 6 and 7 this year. So we are both keynoting. You're going to be a keynote session. I'll be the closing keynote session. But what I wanted to just ask you real quick for people who are going to watch and maybe potentially considering going to the Data Summit, one of the main things is you and I talk about lots of stuff. What's kind of what you're currently working on, or what's most exciting you these days about the industry?
So thank you first of all for inviting me to this video and speaking opportunity to speak at Data Summit. What people are asking me for the most is what is the future state architecture that unifies data and AI?
Yeah,
And people want an answer. They want a definitive architecture. But the way the technology is changing and how rapidly it's changing, we have sometimes more questions than we have answers. That's why I go to all these events, because this is how I learn and find out, oh wow, okay, all these things are going on. And like for example, we all talk about how amazing LLMs are, but LLMs are only as useful as how good your data is. For
right.
that, you need semantic layers. In the
Yep,
whole space of semantics, now we have context graphs, we have new standards like open semantic interchange. So, security is a huge part because agents can talk to agents, but how do you make sure that it's not about MCP or A to A? It's about who has an authorization to see what, and
right.
am I bubbling up those security concerns all the way up to the agents?
That's same with me. A lot of conversations of what I'm referring to as context architectures, right? For,
Yes, correct.
interacting with stuff. So is that going to be part of your keynote?
Yes,
Ah, there
absolutely.
we go.
Yep. I
That-
so
I can't wait.
I'm a keen observer of trends and
Yeah,
signals in the industry. So I'm bringing those to the conference.
that's great. So based on that, what are some of the things that you're seeing in the industry that, teams are doing to stay on that leading edge nowadays? So is there any one trend you find teams doing at companies?
The most important thing companies can do is experiment and be hands-on.
Yes.
Research can only take you so far. You just have to try it out. So if you have a select few vendors and these vendors are saying we now have an agent development toolkit that helps you create agents faster than anybody else, would give it a shot.
Right.
And the way with vibe, whether we call it vibe coding or whatever we call it,
Oh, yeah.
the fact is that it is now extremely easy to onboard a new use case using these AI tools. So I tell people just use them, give it a shot, and see it for yourself.
Yeah, I think that's my one of my top catchphrases with clients these days are that simply action leads to clarity. Just get your
Yep,
hands on and take a
yep.
use case and learn, right? So,
The best
the
the best strategy is execution.
yep.
Yeah.
And the last quick question, because we just want to keep a short video here for everyone, is this is your first time at the Data Summit, right?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
Yeah, I've been going for many, many years and enjoy doing keynotes and moderating and being a part of panels. So I know how much fun it is. That's why I took a more active role this year in being their conference chairperson. So I had a hand in kind of all the tracks and sessions that we selected and are presenting. So is there anything in particular you're looking forward to about this event?
These events are a gold mine to learn what's going on in the industry. Because the best way to learn is from the practitioners who are trying these things. And so when you meet people in one place, that's where the real learning takes place.
That's, yeah, I sometimes think there's more learning between the sessions in the halls than
Yes,
there are actually
correct.
in the sessions, but lots of Q&A. So I look forward to seeing you there. And for
Thank
anybody
you.
else, we hope everybody else will come join us. It is in Boston, May 6th and 7th, the Data Summit. Go look it up, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Sanjeev.
much. You're welcome.